Hello, welcome to the Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel. My name is Angela and all the places you can find me should be linked in the description box below this video. Welcome to a Yarn and Yarns extra video today. It's been a couple of weeks since I filmed the first part of transforming Yarn and Yarns from the bricks and mortar where we are now over to hopefully an online shop. So I'm sat here in the room that you might recognise. We were busy trying to clear it out the last time we spoke, and it's now pretty much empty. The garden furniture is still in here, but we've had this revolutionary idea that we might actually put it in the garden. I know, you can have that one on me. Garden furniture belongs in the garden. You heard it here first. It is Saturday the 31st of July, 1st of August. Somewhere around then, I don't know dates. And I am going to do a little bit of work in this room today because I really need to start bringing some of the stock that I'm keeping for the online shop home for a couple of reasons. Firstly, to give myself some extra space in the shop and to make it not such a big hurry at the end to try and get everything moved out of there. And secondly, I want to start trying to get an idea of how much stock, how much room I'm going to have here in the stock room here at home. So my task today is to put together, if I just reach around me, I've got these kind of collapsible cubby racks. So I'm going to put these together and find a home for them somewhere in the room. And I've brought home some yarn from the shop. Some of my pip colour work, which is one of my favourite yarns that I'm going to be keeping and stocking in the shop. It's from Baramu, a lovely Yorkshire based company, and it's a beautiful British yarn, great for colour work. I have brought home all of that. I've got a reasonable amount of stock of that left. I'm going to build this rack and start filling up the cubbies to see how much yarn I can get. Now you might kind of think, well, why do you need to do this, Ange? Because you've got cubbies at the shop, surely you know how much yarn fits in. And I kind of do, but obviously here at home, my yarn is going to be stored in a slightly different way. I don't need to have balls of yarn on display because no one's going to be coming here to peruse and to shop in the same way that they do in the bricks and mortar. So everything can kind of stay in its plastic bags, and I can kind of double layer and stack things in a way that I don't really do in the shop because I want it to kind of look like a nice display in the shop. But I need things to be easily accessible here, but I don't need it to be a pretty display. So it's kind of like the start of the process to try and get an idea of how much I might be able to keep in this room. I used these cubbies once before when I did a stall at the Knit Tea Retreat marketplace last October, but I had the lovely Caroline of Colourful Creativity staying here with her husband, and her husband very kindly put these together for me on the day. So I need your husband, Caroline. Can you send him to Penarth for an hour or so? Let's see how I get on doing this by myself. All done. That job did not take me quite as long as I thought. I'm not sure that these wired racks are the most stable thing, but they're doing the job of holding some yarn. So all of the pip is in place. It's taken up more or less 3 of those cubbies, which are slightly larger than the space that you get in the sort of IKEA units. However, I do have aside from the new naturals, the greys that they recently brought out, I do have every single colourway that they have. So over time, I'll probably keep track of which colours sell and don't a little bit more, and I might try and condense those down into 2 cubbies so they're taking up a little less space. That bottom one isn't quite full, so if I did some rejigging and rearranging, I might be able to get everything in two anyway, but I don't want to squash things in too much because obviously I don't want to damage ball bands. But it's a good start, and it's given me an idea of exactly, there's quite a lot of yarn there, so an idea of how much space I might need. So I've still got these 3 empty on this side, and I've got that small IKEA unit. I can start bringing stuff home to fill up that as well. And then on the other side of the room, we need to re-measure this gap across here, just to be sure that one of my 4x4s will definitely fit in. When James measured the space before, it was full of boxes, so he's not entirely convinced that his measurements were accurate, but I hope they're reasonable, because we might be a bit stuffed if I can't fit one of those units in this side. I have to come up with something else. The biggest worry is this kind of like built-in panelling, but we might be able to rip some of this kind of fancy moulded bit off if we really need to make space. So yeah, garden furniture needs to be gone, and we need to get the measuring tape is the next step for this room. That was my low-tech fade to the future move. So it's fast forward to the 23rd of August, and I just realised that I never got round to editing and uploading the footage that you've just seen. But things haven't really moved on lots in terms of the room that we're changing into the stock room. If you've been following along with my social medias and the other videos that I've popped up here, you know I've been suffering with some sciatica. There hasn't been a lot of lifting and shifting and moving going on in the last couple of weeks, but we now only have until a week tomorrow to clear out the shop. So we are about to go to the shop this afternoon, and thanks to the help of a couple of wonderful friends, hi Jenny, hi Zoe, I should be able to bring some stuff home today, including the unit that's going to go behind me. So I'll just show you the room as it is now, just as a wrap up. So here behind me is where all of the garden furniture was, and then swinging round, I've got a couple of unopened orders for the web shop up here somewhere, can't point. On top of here now, I've ordered a light box, which I need to set up to help me do some photography. The wire racks here are starting to fill out. They really need organising and tidying and sorting. But I've got some opal yarn, I've got some West Yorkshire spinners, and then I've got the Bahram new that you saw before. And then around in the little one stack unit, I've just filled up the top cubby with some post bags, some labels, some bits and pieces, so that I'm ready to start packaging up orders should anyone decided to order from the website when we get it up and running. So that's where we are as of the 23rd of August. So I think I will add this on to the little bit of footage that I've already recorded, and we'll call this part 2 of moving Yarn and Yarns from bricks and mortar to online. And then hopefully in part 3, when we come back, there will be a nice big unit here, and the stock will be in and organised and sorted, and I can show you what that looks like. So hopefully that will come in the next week or two. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and until we get to spend time together again, I hope you get to do some of the things that you enjoy. Great big woolly hugs to you all. Bye for now.